Well, I have said before on film, I don't believe it's a UFO cover-up. I believe that it's a time travel cover-up. My father, we had the documents, we don't have them anymore in the Philadelphia experiment. Einstein worked on it, my father did reveal that. And I just don't believe, I have said at a very important meeting about time travel. They wanted to know what my father knew and such like that. I have stated my issues, that there is no future and there is no past, there's only now. And the way that I think of it is very simple. As a computer, there are icons. You know your birth, you know your mother, and you know your birthdays, you know when your child was born, and each one is a picture within the brain. Well, the way that time works is, those icons are sideways. There is no future, there is no past, there's only the memory of those icons. And can you draw from them as a human being? Yes, you can. But there are those that cannot do that. So if the ET would land here, he would have that ability, and it would segregate our society. See, there are other issues besides religion involved. There's the mental parts that are involved. I don't know if that's hard to follow or what, but these are the type of mind games that need to be played to understand why they do not reveal themselves to the masses.
Going back to but time is, different to what we think. Try to break down what you're just saying there. So
Jesus is dying on the cross right now.
So all past lives, future lives are happening.
We are limited beings. All we can see is when we were born and our timeline to when we die. It's insignificant in relation to the trillions and the universe. It's insignificant. There is no start. If you look at that, it's like Voyager looking back from the edge of our universe, looking back and seeing one single pixel. Is it important? No. Our whole existence is not important into relation. So why should we measure time? We know we go on after our death. We know we were somewhere before our death. My thinking is that human existence is just a coffee break from eternity. So I know this is deep, but what I'm getting at here is very simple, Kevin. There are other reasons why we don't know. Okay. Some can handle it, some can't.
Okay, so if all time's happening at once, so past and future lives are happening now, right? And present moment is really all we've got. The rest is an illusion, right? Why is that then? When you say that time travel is the real agenda here, not that we've been visited all this other technology out there. Why do you still say that time travel is the real agenda here, though?
Well, time travel is the cover-up, because sitting at this table, which I will explain maybe further later, I was tricked into it by the head of the black projects for the Air Force.
Species grows up on a planet and finally gets into space and comes in contact with another species. They of course want knowledge. They want trade. They want to trade something. And one of the first things they trade is life extension tech, the 20-year tour, the career return program. And it's heavily regulated. It's very widespread throughout the cosmos. It's a very useful thing. And we just abuse it. People just abuse it. So our military got it. They abuse it. They do what they want. They take girls for sex. They take boys for sex. They take people for hard labor. They take people for combat. It's just that mindset. That's where we're at in our development. So it gets abused, but they take those people, and because there's time travel involved, it's regulated. Time travel throughout the cosmos is regulated by much higher life forms, higher level of awareness beings. People, we're not even a type 1 civilization. You're talking type 3 civilization regulates time travel. So they can't just go traveling time. If you watch the new show, the Marvel show, Loki, that's got the Time Variance Authority, my experience is that the Time Variance Authority is not humanoid. They are a consciousness that lives outside of time space, more like a ghost that comes in and intervenes if there's a breach of interstellar law, time travel law. So, and I was told that there was a story on Sirius Colony by one of my ship crewmates, one of the officers, or somebody that was a German. He said that there was one instance where they were time traveling to try to cheat, and they were getting away with it. And finally, one of these entities came to him and made him live 1,000 years of they didn't say what, he didn't tell me what, but like a very undesirable life, like 1,000 years in mud or something, and for 1,000 years, and then put him back that moment that they took him. They said the penalty for breaking the time travel laws is far stiff, worse than any gain you could get by going back in time and killing Hitler. That's why people always ask that. Why don't they go back in time and do that? Because it'll get fixed. Right. So there was a way that they said there was loopholes that they did for time travel. All the races have a certain amount of time travel that they can get away with. There's a certain there's an allowable amount of manipulating the timeline, but there's a certain amount of time travel that is heavily regulated, and you will get punished quickly.